Out of all of the countries reportedly interested in acquiring the Bayraktar TB2 Unmanned Combat Aerial Vehicle, UCAV, the United Kingdom is arguably the most notable. Currently operating a significant fleet of Weak 450 and MQ-9A Reaper UCAVs in service with the Army Air Corps and Royal Air Force, one might argue that another UAV system wouldn't be the first priority on the long wish list of the British Armed Forces. However, when approached from a broader perspective, the acquisition of TB2s would fit in the country's recent attempts to meet the challenges of future warfare through the acquisition of flexible and more affordable armament. The Turkish Minister for Industry and Technology Mustafa Varank revealed in mid-October 2021 that the UK is seriously interested in Turkish UCAVs, stating that the United Kingdom is interested in Turkish armed unmanned aerial vehicles. Now they have to decide. We have presented them with our options. They are currently seriously considering these options. While a concrete interest in Turkish weaponry by Great Britain, and not vice versa, is arguably a first in the history of both countries, the announcement by Mustafa Varank nonetheless received little to no news coverage outside of Turkey. The UK's recent interest in Turkish UCAVs, i.e. the TB2, is certainly not the first time the country voiced its admiration for Turkish UCAVs. During a webinar organized by the Royal United Services Institute, RUSI, in December 2020, Secretary of State for Defense, Minister of Defense, Ben Wallace stated that the Bayraktar TB2 has the capability to present real challenges to the enemy, being responsible for the destruction of hundreds of armored vehicles and even air defense systems in Syria, Libya, and elsewhere. Speaking about how the design of the TB2 came to be, Wallace further argued that the roots of these drones are born out of Turkish innovation. Prevented from gaining access to exquisite foreign programs, they did what we used to do so well: they innovated. Wallace's statements were a rare praise for Turkish-produced weaponry at a time when Turkey's role in NATO is frequently questioned by political organizations in some Western countries. Even though no public statements regarding a possible acquisition have yet been made by the British Ministry of Defence, the motivation behind the UK's interest into Turkish UCAVs, those produced by Baker Tech in particular, is nonetheless worth investigating. This is the first in a series of articles that will examine the potential benefits and pitfalls of a UK venture into Baker products, specifically the Bayraktar TB2 and TB3, and look at the synergy with platforms currently in UK service.